Hi, welcome to my YouTube video. This is my Z1. The sharp-eyed ones of you will notice that it's actually not a Z1, it's a Z900A4. Yes, I have lost a side panel, which I'm not happy about, but I've got some on order from Japan which will fit a Z900A4 but look like a Z1 side panel, so I've not replaced it yet for that reason. Okay, and that was a walk around. Now this is a thing. I bought this off eBay. It's registered in the California, the 1974 Z1A, which anybody who knows anything about old Kawasaki's will recognise that some of it might be, but most of it certainly isn't. However, I only paid £1,000 for it, so I'm going to do it as a bit of a project. It's got the original Kawasaki wheels on, which are possibly from a Z1000 Mark II, because it has an 18-inch rear wheel and a 19-inch front wheel, so it can't be the custom because that would have a 16-inch rear wheel. It has a Z1 tail light and tailpiece. The seat, which can go straight in the bin. The frame though is Z1000A1A2 and is stamped up with US DMV stamping rather than Kawasaki stamping, so either it was stolen at some point in the past or it was crashed, and hence that's why it's ended up as a Z1A but with lots of Z1000 parts on it. Engine is Z1000 Mark II. I've taken the cam cover off because I always like to inspect the engine and run it first before I decide where to go with it, and I'm very pleased to say that the actual cylinder head and cams and engine sound sweet, all in really good order. It has the early Z1 carburetors on, which, to be perfectly honest, I might well sell and replace with later ones because they'd be better suited to somebody who's restoring an original Z1. Front mudguard is LTD custom, so that can go. Discs can probably go. The wheels are good, like I say, so they'll clean up. Forks are in good order, just want cleaning up. The awful headlight and headlamp brackets and Suzuki indicators and Honda clocks, that can all just go in the bin and be replaced, easily replaced. The harder part is going to get the engine to look like an old Z1. Now, I'm not going to go for the black engine, I'll keep it a silver engine. The outer covers are all replaceable with earlier covers, which will do. The cam cover, however, is a little bit harder because on a US engine from this later period, Mark II, has what I call anyways a pair system, which puts fresh air into the exhaust pipes to lean it off to actually make it cleaner emissions. So I've got to bung those up to put on their old round rocker cover, otherwise they'll be blowing exhaust gases and we don't want that. I'm pleased about the early petrol tank. I've already had a bit of a scratch around to make sure that they hadn't got rid of the original screw holes, but fortunately they're still in there, so once that's bead blasted that shouldn't look too bad. The wiring harness is probably Z1000 Mark II or possibly US Z1000 LTD. So I'm going to have to replace all of that. I'll just replace it with a new harness, which shouldn't give too much of a headache. I'll just replace the complete ignition system. Shock absorbers the same. And then here's the lovely Honda clocks. And we'll step back, and that's the whole bike. I say £1,000. My plan is to spend no more than £3,500 on it in total. So let's see where that goes. And when it's finished, I'm hoping that apart from the exhaust system, it won't look too dissimilar to this. And the main reason is it's actually going to get this tank side panels and tailpiece fitted onto that one, and the tailpiece and tank that's on that will be repainted and put on this one. But I may well